Hello there, it's me, Egil Thorsson. Yep, I've got another folktale for you. And it's from Germany. And it's called The Three Miners of Kutten. Now, before we start, settle yourself down. Get yourself something nice to drink or neat. Relax and enjoy yourselves. As it used to say on the radio when I was a child, is everyone ready? Then let us begin. Imagine the thick forested lands of Germany, spreading for miles. And one of the major things they do is mining. For gold, coal, iron ore, the story doesn't say. They were miners. 3 miners went down into the mine, chipping away quite merrily, and all of a sudden the shaft at the top collapsed. They were trapped. Oh, what are we going to do now? I don't know. We just sit here and we wait. What? Wait. Oh, okay. So the miners sat there and waited. They drank the water and ate the moss that grew on the inside of the cave. Well, said the miner, I'd be happy just to see daylight again, and I'd die a happy man. Would you? Me? I'd like to sit down and have a meal with my lovely wife, and I'd be happy and could die peacefully. What about you? Well, I just would love to be with my wife and family for a year, just to recapture some of the joys I used to have. Oh, fair enough. No sooner had that been said than the mine was cleared. 7 years later, they came out. Their hair was grey and long, the beards were unkempt, and they stank because they weren't able to wash. The first miner came out, saw the daylight, fell down dead. And the second one came out. Darling, you're not my husband. He's been gone 7 years. Get the razor, get the soap, and I'll prove it to you. And sure enough, out came his razor. They trimmed his hair, and yes, it's her husband. And they sat down to a hearty meal. It was delicious. They had roast boar, potatoes, they had cabbages, turnips, and just at the end was a nice dinner roll. Broke a piece off, put it in his mouth, choked on it and died. Well, the third miner met his wife again, shave, clean, wash, and they travelled around Germany having the time of their life. They went round the Black Forest and all over. And a year to the day, he sat down in his chair and died. Make of that one as you will. But mining, we hear about it, and it plays a big part in the sagas and things like that. I'm lucky enough to have my brother-in-law who is an ex-miner. Believe you me, it's a very, very hard job. They don't just talk about it, they work very hard indeed. One of the peculiarities of mining is sometimes you'll hear knocking sound. Some miners call them Tommy knockers. To the Vikings it was a dwarf. And if you go to South America, they will leave offerings of cigarettes and whiskey for them to appease them. So, my brother-in-law, when he went down the mine, people think you're down the mine, that's it. No, he had about a quarter of a mile walk to where he was working. And they burrow behind the face. And he's 6 foot. And he's got 22 inches. I don't know what that is in modern measurement. It's not a lot. And he'd hack away. And sometimes all they'd wear is their helmet, pit boots and pit strap because it got so hot down there. And there's a whole culture there. And I should imagine it's not that much different wherever you go. And it's a great thing. But as I say, that was the story of the 3 miners of Kutten. Now, if you enjoyed it, please leave us a comment. Now, if you want to subscribe where wondrous things will happen, press the bar and the subscription bell and all will be revealed to you. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. I've certainly enjoyed telling it to you. And until we meet again, bye.